Hi everyone, welcome back to another Thursday MAS session. I'm here, Eugene from W3AP, and we're excited to be hosting today's conversation. Today we're gonna have another guest, Ruben from RubeTON app. He's going to share insight about different things like mini apps, various blockchain ecosystem, and his own project also. Welcome, Ruben. Great to have you here with us. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Really happy to
Welcome,
have
everyone. Thank you.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So how is everything today? Are you good?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Very happy to be here with you and with all the people that are watching us online.
That's great to know. Yes. So before we dive into any topics, that very exciting topic today, I would love to hear more about you and your background. So can you share about your personal journey into Web3 and what you've been doing and what you interested in doing within the blockchain technology industry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Eugene. Uh, Initially, I'm a developer, like what I do for the last 10, 50 years. And I did like several startups back in Russia. And there it was like Web2 startups and more traditional ways. But lately, of course, like you can't ignore the blockchain and all the Web3 technology that's happening. So, like several years ago, like 3 years ago or something, I decided that my next startup will be definitely based on Web3 technologies on with blockchain. So yes, I decided to start a project on blockchain. And this is yes how I get into ecosystems and everything. So it's from startup side, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's fascinating. I mean, you have always been an entrepreneur, right? And then you see different opportunity in Web3. So, yeah, I mean, in the
Right.
Web3 nowadays, it's very exciting and, it open to all sort of possibility. So yes, as a founder of a new Web3 studio building application for clients, from that, what have been some of the most interesting projects or maybe challenges that you have tackled before creating
Mhm.
today project RubeTON? Am I correct? Am I pronouncing it correct? Yes.
Correct. Yes, RubeTON. Yeah, thank you. Uh, you're right. We have a studio developers that builds like IT projects in general, like mobile apps and IT services, and we also build Web3 projects. So building on Web3 actually it's very interesting and very challenging because the technology is new and documentation is not always good, not easy to find good developers that have experience with such topics because as I said, yeah, it's very new. And also not not all clients understand how the things work. So they usually uh, don't understand fully what they want, what they need. So yes, it's part of like educational part things and development part also. Yes,
Mm.
for the last project that we have interesting. Yes, initially we have RubeTON. RubeTON is a multi-wallet on a Ton blockchain and on Solana that helps you use your money and pay QR codes and use like all favorite services, but with crypto. So our idea was to bring all Web2 popular startups and ideas and just make them on Web3 and see what's working, what's not working. That's why we experiment a lot. We launching a lot of like new ideas constantly, and we just trying to figure out what's working and what's not working here, because it's still very new and you never know
Yeah, I
what
mean,
will
I
go.
understand. Yeah, so I feel like everyone feel like they're very new in the Web3 anyway, you know. I have met some of the oldest people in the field and they still saying that they still learning. Um, the industry moving too fast, so we all still learning together. We still all
Yes,
experiencing and
and
learning.
we still all just in the beginning,
Yes.
this technologies and blockchain products and etc. I think we only now we start seeing more and more like real world cases using blockchain, and maybe in next several years I think it will took to bring it on a like full scale for everyone.
Yeah, that sounds really fascinating. I mean, that's the future that we all believe. Am I correct? I mean, everyone working in this industry believe that this is the future of the new, finance ecosystem, and later in the future,
Hmm.
maybe next 5 or 10 years. Yeah, so thank you for sharing all that story in the background. So now you have been building across multiple blockchain ecosystem, right? So from your hands-on experience, what do you see as the key strength and the unique attribute of some of the most popular chain? For example, Ton, Base, and maybe Solana. I mean, just pick any chain that you're comfortable with. Yeah.
I think I will start with Ton because this is my favorite chain and my like where I started seriously working blockchain. And Ton is very unique because it's very close, have very close ties with the Telegram messenger. And
Mm.
the best use of Ton, of course, is using it with Telegram. So you can have access to the huge Telegram audience in the application, like 1 billion users. And they all have native support for the Web3 wallet. So if you open your Telegram messenger, you see in the menu it's Web3 wallet inside of it. And that's why it's interesting, because you can promote and you can onboard your Web3 project to the big amount of people audience, and it will be just in their uh, favorite application that they know how to use and they already use it for a lot
Mm.
of time. So it should be more native for the new people onboarding to the website.
That's very interesting. I mean, we W3AP, we're actually on base right now. So what do you think about
Hmm.
base? For us, for our priority at first was to, because base have a very good gas fees, right? We wanted to be friendly with users, so we choose base. But how about you? What do you think
Hmm.
about it?
Base is very interesting, especially right now. We see that it's growing, the community growing, the base app that they launched with the uh, creator tokens and creator tokens economy is very interesting. And I know, and I'll say it's not a secret that some builders from Telegram are also trying to switch to Base and to understand how the other ecosystem works. Yes, for Base, the first of all, it's good that it's Ethereum, it's EVM. So there is like a lot of developers, a lot of documentation, AI agents to understand how to write code intelligently. So like it for me, it's more easy to develop on Base than on Tron or Solana. And the second thing is the like Coinbase yet, the United States. So if you would like to work on the States market, if you want to be like in America, the base is, I think, easiest way to reach this audience.
Mm, that's very insightful. I have a little question though.
Mhm.
Which chain do you think that is the most popular in, let's say, Asia? What do you think?
Mm, Interesting question because Asia is different. Yeah, for example, in Japan, Bitcoin is very popular still, and
Mm,
Ethereum, of course, popular everywhere. And for example, Line Messenger, they also running the Kaya blockchain,
yeah, it's
also
a
on
joint.
EVM. Yes,
Yeah.
so I will say EVM projects, I think, is more popular in Asia, but Ton is growing up, and Solana, of course, also is popular in Vietnam and in Thailand also. Very big super team events and Solana guys, very very interesting communities.
Yeah. Thank you for your insight. I mean, I don't I only
What do you
use a
think? Yeah,
yeah, sorry.
what do you think from your perspective? What's the most popular chain in Asia?
In Asia, I would say the chain from Binance, I would say. For Vietnam, Binance is
Yes, yes,
everywhere. Yeah,
Binance, yeah,
so
of course,
everything. So
EVM, of course.
specifically in Vietnam, if you wanted to kind of cash out from let's say you have a digital wallet, you have a
Mm-hmm.
token, right? You wanted to cash out. Binance is the only app supporting that directly to working directly with banks and not working directly,
Okay.
but it's allowing you to do it very quickly. Other than that, you have to, go into different vendor and, sell it out manually is very inconvenient. But Binance is dominate here, I think, partially because they are having so many different service that cater to everyone. So yeah, I think in Vietnam is Binance. I can say that.
Yes, Binance is huge and popular. Yes, but when I was in Vietnam last time, I also used Ton, USDT on Ton, also easily to change money. So I think yeah, Ton also important there.
Yeah, Thailand has been very popular this recent year. I think we should look into that too. We're doing cross chain in our projects too. So we're looking to different chains to, expand our ecosystem. Um, yeah. Anyway, let's shift gears a little bit. So I have heard that you like have particular interest in mini apps. So for those of us who might be less familiar, like me, how would you explain their significant, based on what you have seen in the development work this recent year?
Yes, so mini apps, the concept is like everyone has understand what is traditional applications. Yes, you should install this on your iPhone or Android or something, and it's huge, it's massive. The development is like more long and serious. You need to get approved from the Apple Store, etc., etc., etc. And lately, we see the popularity of the super apps concept. Yeah, so it's WeChat, Telegram, kind of applications where you can do everything just in one application. For example, X Twitter, yeah, also moving to this direction, being a super app. And to enhance this like movement, the super apps they decided to add like mini applications. Yeah, so developers can add application in WeChat, in Telegram, in Line. You can build your own application. So the idea is that these mini apps can Actually, they as powerful as the full applications, like all traditional applications. You can do anything what you like in the format of the mini app. But the difference is the mini app usually works inside some social network or some social uh, like model social application. So you can use these features like invite friends or send in chat or group working with a group of the people. So your application can support all these like new and unique features where you can put your uh, put your logic, put your interfaces just inside the people conversations or people groups or where a person using his messenger like daily basis, your app can be right in his hand and he can quickly use it, for example, for changing money or something, anything, mini games or something.
That's
That's it.
interesting. So is it, mini app, is it as complicated to build as when you build the normal app? And is it, cater for one platform only, or is it adaptable to multiple platform?
It's adaptable to multiple platforms, and actually it's easy to build than native application, especially when you need to support like several platforms or several kind of devices. For the mini app, like most of it, it's just a web app. Yeah, so you can make a web app and pack it in a mini app. And the benefits here is you from the box you have the cross-platform support. So if you build mini app for Telegram, it works on Android, it works on iOS, it works on Windows, it works on anything. Yeah, uh, just person needs to have Telegram. That's why, or for example, on Base will be the same. That's why you can build it once, and it will cover several platforms at the same time with some additional
Mhm.
benefits also.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it's actually very convenient, isn't it? Um, yeah, so thank you for your answer. I mean, for someone who is a developer yourself, and in your studio work, how do you, because you already work with so many different, I would say, different multiple platform before and different change. So how do you personally approach, designing the product that need to work seamlessly across different blockchain architectures? Like, what is it? Is there anything significant that you wanted to tackle in?
It's difficult, yes, and each time you pick the blockchains together with the client because like different clients need different things. It's based mostly on the market, what kind of market they would like to cover, and stability because we see some blockchains, it can be several years, and blockchain can grow up and then go down. If your application support like for example 2 blockchains or 3 blockchains, it can be more sustainable for the market. Can be up and down, can be technical difficulties with some blockchain, it can be down or for
Mm,
example gas fees can grow up like in Ethereum. So supporting for at least 2 blockchains give you more sustainability on it.
yeah, that sounds like
And
a lot. Please,
yeah,
please
and
continue.
recently, thank you. Yeah, recently the smart people they start building bridges, yeah, between the blockchains. So your smart contract on one blockchain, for example, on Ton, can work with uh, smart contracts on Ethereum with some special bridges and etc. And also we have such amazing projects as hyper liquidity, yes, where you can use different kind of liquidity across chains. So So yes, I think connecting blockchains one with another is a very interesting direction, and what we see are happening for the last several
Yeah.
years in the future.
That's very interesting. It feels like everyone, growing together and trying to tackle all these challenges that has been, consistent throughout, I would say more than 10 years in the blockchain, right? So now everything become easier, but then new things coming out, and then you have to to tackle that situation too. So those people who doing this, like you developers who creating solution to all this, I'm very admire you guys trying to do this for our industry. So yeah, so now I'm curious about how all of this experience influence you to create RubeTON. I'm interested in how your hands-on experience in this different ecosystem that shape your vision now, when shape your vision when you create RubeTON, and what were you personally trying to solve?
Personally, what we're trying to solve is allowing people to use their own money for the ways that would like to use it. Yes, because it's like several years ago, three years ago, the world has a lot of uh, was like disturbed. The old payment systems not working as good as they worked previously, and we saw the situation. For example, a person even if they have money, they have their own money, but they can't use it for buying something. Yes,
Mhm.
this is the one of the problems that we would like to fix and allow people with blockchain, with smart contract, stable coins, just to use their own money in the ways they are comfortable with and they would like to use it. For example, buying flying tickets or booking for hotel. Yes, uh, we all like the platforms like Booking.com and Airbnb and other, but they still don't support crypto payments. Yes, they only trying to do it recently. So that's where we saw the opportunity to help like crypto people like Eugene, yeah, use their own money for the basic standard stuff like booking a hospital in a foreign country, yeah, for example in Vietnam.
Yeah, that sounds fascinating. I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? Because we don't want it to be restricted in just the local market or the local, transaction. And I mean, that is something we wanted to do with the current, bank situation where we wanted to move, money a little bit freely, but it has been a lot of problem where, you have to sometimes you move money and you have to put on a form to inform that this is legal money that you
Yes,
transacting, right? So this gonna solve a lot of problem, and at the same time you can pay it everywhere too. So for wallets though, I'm curious though because as far as I know, the more convenient a wallet become, I mean, once you try to make something more convenient, it's gonna be less secure. Am I right?
correct.
Um, Easiest for you to access it and use it daily. It's gonna be, less secure. So, what is your take on that?
It's really difficult to make the product easy enough so anyone can use it. Yeah, for example, like our mothers or grown-up people, and make it secure so no scammers and other like bad agents can receive the money. So this is we should like be creative and intelligent at the same time to solve this problem. Uh, for us, we trying here to follow the standard guidelines with Telegram login and this kind of stuff. And but for me personally, I think in our product this mm, this the thing they should be improved and they should be fixed somehow. We just still don't mm, like we have some ideas, but we're still not working on it. So maybe on this year we will figure out some creative and interesting solutions how to make it easy and secure at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you
And
for your answer, please.
yeah, and previously you talked about these forms and everything about bank payment. And actually, it's okay. It's normal. We need KYC, we need anti-money laundering, and all these procedures. They are normal, but they should be more easy, more like transparent, and more like distributed or decentralized. And what we see right now, and what we work in actually also with some of our clients, is compliance tokens. Yes, the crypto tokens, blockchain tokens that are compliant with the current regulators, with the regulatory system, and with all the KYC, AML standards. So bank can also use blockchains and tokens, and you'll be 100% sure that they don't do anything wrong because they will comply with all the necessary procedures. So I believe this is the future and this is what where we're moving on. It will be some hybrid system where the traditional banking you can work with uh, how they used to work, and the blockchain and the tokens and everything will be combined together.
Mm, yes. So basically, you're gonna have to, find a balance between that, and even with the high security, and even though it's a little bit hassle, it still needed to be done. But it should be done in a more convenient way, not like you have to wait 3 days for a confirmation or something like that, right?
Of course, yes. And the bad part is the centralization, because when you do this KYC or this kind of forms, uploading your documents, they all usually going to some specific place in states in or some uh, called like who is keeping all this data, yes, and why,
Mhm.
for example, if we are living in Asia or Vietnam, Thailand, and Japan, why we should send our documents to United States, for example, to verify for KYC, AML, and etc. Because this can be also decentralized.
Yeah, it's very dangerous to centralize, data, personal data to just one single party to handle it, and we don't know what's going to happen to it, right? It's so easy to be attacked by any hacker. Yeah, so in Vietnam, there's some recently there is a scandal. I'm just gonna gossip a little bit, but there's a
Okay.
scandal about one of the most popular apps in Vietnam is it's wide use. It's like Line in Japan, but for Vietnam, it's called Zalo, and they
Mm-hmm.
have a new policy about how they handling our data, and is so I would say it's very concerning, and it's a wake up call for Vietnamese people about the data control and the centralized how centralized it is their how vulnerable their data is nowadays. So I feel like as time passed, more and more people are starting to realize that their own data and information and personal relation can be very critical for each of the people to be used or to be explored to do for those scammers, for scamming calling or fraud or anything like that. So yeah, that has been the very thing that Web3 and the blockchain wanted to tackle in, and not making it so vulnerable to hackers anymore, right? So yeah,
It's
I
a
have,
big problem.
yeah, that's big problem, and I hope that we can be solving this soon in the future.
Yes, we
I
will.
already see some hope right now. Yeah.
We
So
we will definitely solve it. Yes, because we know that a lot of smart people working on it, and I think this year, maybe next year, we will saw less and less scams in the uh, social networks, and the blockchain, because what I see, uh,
mhm,
we have several like, interesting technologies that will help verify you talking with a real person, you talking with a person who's trying to uh, misguide you or trying to present some other person. So yeah, you should be always sure. For example, if you talk with your friend, that it's really your friend.
mhm.
And yes, this kind of technologies uh, will be like more and more. Uh, we'll see more and more technologies like this in the future.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have looked into RubeTON a little bit, and I noticed that you guys incorporate features like QR payment across multiple countries and currencies. So how does this connect to the challenges that you personal account encountered in the blockchain spaces before?
Yes. First of all, this technology is still on beta. It's working, but we're still trying to polish it and figure out how to do it better. But the main problem here is when you visit some countries abroad, for example, Thailand or Vietnam or India or Russia or China. They all use QR codes for payment in cafe, in restaurants. It's very small bills, like under $100 and even less. Usually it's coffee shops or cafe or taxi bike or something. But still, is as a tourist, you can't open this kind of application usually because you need to have a bank account. And
Mm,
when you're just visiting country as a tourist, you can't use it. But a lot of merchants, they some of them don't accept cash, for example. Yes, they only rely on this QR code. So that's why we decided there's also the opportunity for a product that can help people to use their own money like USDT or RubeTON token to pay for the QR code in cafe and restaurant, like with a small amounts of money, like under $100. And when there is situation like if you don't have the local bank account. Yeah.
mm. That's very tough, huh? I mean, I know that some country only take cash too, and I know some country like Japan, they I wouldn't say they only take cash, but they use mostly cash, right?
Hmm.
And you bring your card around doesn't help, not gonna help you buying anything in the convenience store, but because they don't really take credit card. Um, so in Vietnam, we
Japan,
also
yes,
use QR code too.
yes.
And I believe in Korea also, mostly QR code. Everything
Mhm.
is like digitalized already. So anyone,
Thailand also,
yeah.
yes. Also, especially after the COVID, there was a wave of cashless payments, and that's
Mhm.
why it became so popular. And actually, it's very good and very useful. I like to pay for everything with the QR code because it's faster. You don't need to check accounts on
Yeah.
cash and that's it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, I don't have to bring a bunch of paper coming out from the house and
Yeah.
just my phone. That's so beautiful. It's been like this for around, I think, for a year after COVID, exactly. Um, that has been really good. So talking about your wallet, I can see that you also have unique features like language clubs and events. Can I
Mhm.
ask more about it? You know, what is it
Yes.
about and what inspired you to go beyond traditional wallet functionality?
Yes,
Yeah.
as I said before, RubeTON Wallet was to bring more people on the Web3 ecosystem, and we saw like how people usually spend their money, like on what they spend their money, what services, what websites, like what they're using, and language classes like English class, uh, Thai class, Japanese language classes is very popular like around the world and among like all users. Yeah, if you're doing something in IT, if you're working, usually you need to have like several languages. That's why we decided why not try to sell the classes for crypto or different tokens. Yes, and the second interesting thing we figured out is the community. Yes, so for example, for RubyTON, we have communities in different countries, yes, in Russia, in Thailand, in Germany. So we have speakers, native speakers on many different languages, and that's why we can easily create speaking clubs where people can discuss different kind of topics and at the same time speaking with native speakers.
Very interesting. I don't think I have seen a wallet that been doing that. It's the first time. Yeah, so
Yeah,
very
we're
interesting.
experimenting a lot.
Wow. So,
Experimenting a lot, yes. And the second thing about events, yes, I will quickly continue. Uh, Here in Asia, there's a lot of Web3 events. In Thailand, in Vietnam, it's a lot in Japan, especially where the big events or DevCon or this kind of stuff happening. You not always understand where to go, what to follow, where my friends where they're coming to. So that's why I decided to make the RubyTon events. Actually, it's uh, just a simple standard community and a website and open a calendar on the website where you can visit and check which events you have in your city or in your country. And also, we are doing our own events. We hosted a Ton Breakfast here in Bangkok. So
mm,
it also helps us to promote our own events on it.
wow. So it's like you connecting your user together. If they in the same city, they can just, check the apps and hang out, right, together.
Yes, yes, they can understand what's happening today because
Mhm.
when you visit, I visit a lot of crypto events. I'm trying to visit most of them, and at some point you see there is a community. There are some people that are also visiting event a lot. So you sharing interesting events. Sometimes you don't even know there's unique events, etc. So we decided to build this kind of community or like sharing events, so you can always understand what's interesting is happening today or tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds very fun. I mean, if I were to visit a country and then I'm in this community and then can check it right away and,
Yes,
hang out, mingling. Yes, so interesting. So, as we start to wrap up, I have final question for you about Rubuton. So, how are you positioning RubeTON to adapt to the evolving landscape that you are witnesses in firsthand in across different chains, like tone, base, or
Mhm.
other chains in the Web3?
Mhm. I think the main topic and what's our focus for this year, uh, how we adapt for the changes and that, etc., is compliance. So the our wallet, our users, they should be sure that everything is regulated and everything is legal, transparent, and like standard, so everyone can be safe and sound and relaxed. And mm, the other thing is uh, like the more and more people coming to the ecosystem, into the scene, and we should be very friendly and very mm, we should help people to onboard and to use some things to understand how to secure their funds in the wallet, how not to share the passphrase with other one, how not to get scammed, and etc. So this is also what we think about and what we are trying to achieve is to be the most user-friendly wallet.
Hmm, that's it has been thank you for your answer. I mean, this has been incredibly insightful. So yeah, thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing all about your expertise and your vision and your story to our community today. And before we end, can I take a moment, a spotlight
Of
a
course.
little bit? I would like to talk about a little bit about W3AP, just a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hi everyone. So we are W3AP. Right now we have a community. We are advertising platform, and what we're doing is that we trying to redistribute the power back to users by having you guys watching the ad, but not just watching the ad. You guys can get reward from just a few seconds of ads. So if you wanted to try it out, I encourage you to go to our website. I'm gonna share um, here. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna share our link here so you guys can scan it, right? And sorry, yeah. So please do join our community here. We have a community on Telegram. Also, we are available everywhere: Facebook, X, YouTube, Thread, Instagram, you name it. And if you wanted to try it out and you wanted to earn effortlessly, you can scan this code and try it out and let us know what's your thought. Anyway, thank you for your time today. It has been interesting learning about, RubeTON and get to know Ruben here. So now, Ruben, do you have anything else you like to share to our audience or any upcoming update or exciting news about RubeTON that you wanted to, you know, let people know and looking forward to?
Thank you again. Thank you for having me. I think it's very interesting that you guys doing a great job that inviting builders on your streams. It's very cool and I think very useful for people. Uh, and for our viewers, I think I would like to say that don't be afraid. Like build your projects. Now it's the best time to build something interesting in IT and in Web3 especially. Just ask for some help in a community chat. You can come to our chat if you have some questions or something about development or about startups in general. We are all will be happy to support all developers, indie developers, professional developers on uh, way on building like interesting and amazing things on blockchain.
Yes, perfect. So, thank you for anyone joining us today. Thank you for being a part of this. Um, Thank you, Ruben, too, showing up here with me today. Um, you know, Having us this conversation helps me and I believe many people learn more about web3 and understand how the actual ecosystem work and how the builder mindset is. So very lovely to have you here. So we do have these AMA session every Thursday with different guests across web3 space. So make sure everyone to join us next week for more insider conversation like this one. You can follow our announcement for detail or on our next guest. So yeah, Ruben, thanks again. Thanks again for being
Thank
with
you
us today.
again. Yes.
And
Have
yeah,
a good day, everyone.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.